I can see that I went from about 130 pounds per square inch down to about 120 overnight. Now I can well imagine that by the time it started to really drop, or made any significant change that is, most of the Alumilite that was going to get squeezed into all the cracks and pores got squeezed into all the cracks and pores. So, yeah, no big deal here. As of right now, it is 21 hours and 21 minutes since I started to mix this up yesterday. Wow, let's see what we got. I know it almost looks like it's black there, doesn't it? But I think it's a reflection of the wood in the bottom. Anyway. Yeah. It almost feels like it's wet, but it's not. It's just that it's so smooth. I think it's pretty much cured. It was cool down here last night, so it's, it's possible that it's not completely cured as much as it could be. No, it's not sticky. Okay, here's an afterthought here. I know why it feels kind of like it might be wet still. It's the mold release. I did put quite a bit on. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the mold release. Now, before I cut this down to 3/4 by 3/4 inch, I want to point out, you can sure tell where it is in that clear blank. And I think I got it pretty centered. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Now, we're still set up the same way as we were from the last one I did like this. So that makes it easy. Now I know that I do have a bad habit of getting my fingers way too close to the blade. However, I'm always really uncomfortable about sawing off a little sliver of something because sometimes it'll drop down into this crack here and it'll wedge. Not just in this saw, but in any saw that has a, that doesn't have a whatchamacallit. So anyway, what I've done here this morning is I've finally made a sled that'll fit this saw. Okay, and I've got the mag switches up there so I can't go too far. Anyway, this should work a lot better. This is actually going to be the very first time that I've used this, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I can see here where, not this part right here, but the overall is pretty well centered. And on the other end, not this piece here, but you can see that the overall is centered. So I'm thinking if I can drill straight down, you know, I should be showing wood almost 100%. At least that's the plan. Uh-oh, it veered off a little bit. Well, I guess we're going to be looking at the brass tube. Now I've gone ahead, glued in the brass tube, did the barrel trimmer thing, and I did it almost exactly the way I did the other blank. So you didn't miss a whole lot. But what I did do that's different is this shaft right here is an extra one of these. And this nut right here, it used to be that big. I just turned it down on my metal lathe. Now the reason I didn't want to use that threaded shaft like I used before is because it had quite a bit of wobble. As you can see, this is a lot more true. Okay, I think that's going to turn a lot more true. Well, that is so much better than the last one. Okay. Get this all in the right order. Large bushing, small bushing. Well, tomorrow we turn.